All right, Shalom, Israel, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I like to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Badash, double honors to our elders and our apostles of Great Millstone, who charge us 100% truth. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom to all the Akim, pushing truth and sincerity. And shalom to the sincere Aqua, and maybe after watching and learning. It's your brother Yakal, the GMS Columbus, Ohio camp, coming back again with another lesson through the Spirit. And this is going to be a quick lesson. You know, in my last lesson, I briefly spoke about uh, pretty much letting the two-thirds be the two-thirds. You know, I know some people around me, you know, of course, the Lord works and, you know, uh, the Lord can turn anybody over. See, the Lord can bring anyone he wants to the truth. You know, the Lord can do whatever he needs. But there's some people that I know, they're just so far gone and don't care. It's like, sheesh, I ain't got shit for you. You know, I can't change you. I can't help you. All right. And these are people that can never say that they weren't enlightened, that you weren't given a taste of the Lord, a taste of the truth. You see, can't say that. You know, and that goes for the world itself in general, the whole world. You know, your truth has been sprung forth through all four corners of the world. And for you, Jake, which are the chosen people of Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, to be clear, because it's not for every nation of the world to get. All right. But for you, Jace, none of you can say that you haven't heard this truth, that you haven't heard Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. That you haven't seen brothers out preaching on the street corners, that you haven't came across a video. None of us can say that. All right. And that's a big deal, man. Okay. You know, but like I said, the premise of the lesson is just letting two-thirds be two-thirds. You can't save them. You know, you can't save them. We all have been through this with our families, trying to teach them and throw little gems at them here and there, trying to spark their mind. Maybe they may come and learn and, you know, rock with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you know, instead of rocking with this world, you see. But I got to get this first. This is what they do. You see, I just get to the point. Zechariah 7:11, but they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. That's Jake, man. You see, you've been enlightened. You're trying to teach them, give them something real, the realest thing that we have. But yet, what do? They pull away the shoulder every time. You see? So at that point, what are you still there for? You see? And you know, we got to accept the fact that our people ain't our people. You see? Because what did Yahweh Shai say? Uh, let's see. Yep. Matthew 12. I'm gonna get to the point. But in this account, just going into um Yahweh Shai's mother was seeking to speak with him. You see, and this is his response. See, Matthew 12, and I'm gonna start at 48. It says, but he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother? Who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same as my brother and sister and mother. You see that? So the ones that do the will of Yahweh Shem Yeshai, that's your true family. All right? It ain't uh uh cousin Tina and fucking John, whoever, you know, it ain't them. As much as we may love them, biological family, all that good shit, these people don't care about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? These people don't have a inkling to serve the Lord. They don't have that fear driven within them to serve the Lord. All right, or to care enough. You see? Excuse me. So when it comes to your, biological family, your fleshly family, leave them be, man. None of them can say we haven't tried, man. None of them can say they haven't heard it. None of that. You know, you can't save them. You can't save them. They don't want to be saved. See, at the end of the day, we can't save anybody. We can't even save our brothers in the truth. It's all up to you, between you and the Lord and your faith and your work. Ultimately, are you of the elect? See, but get back on topic with these 2/3. Matthew 7, verse 6, a classic. I ain't heard it in a while. Um, I'm reading the NLT. It says, "Don't waste what is holy on people who are unholy. Don't throw your pearls to pigs. They will trample the pearls, then turn and attack you." See that? It's a waste of your time. You know? That's why when I'm dealing in the midst of these people, like, I just be letting them have it. You know? I don't have nothing more to show. All right. Every time I've tried to show forth the wisdom that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has graced me with, yeah, now it's, oh, you talk too much or this and that. Motherfucker don't want to hear you. You see? They don't want to hear you when you talking something real. They don't want to hear you when what you saying means everything. You see? They want to see you be funny and happy go lucky and be in the world with them. You know? That's what they want to see. You see? They don't care about the real talks. They don't care about growth. Not when it comes to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, not when it comes to serving the Lord. They may have some worldly goals, you see, but their goals aren't centered around Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You see? And that's something that we all need to check, to make sure our goals are centered around the Lord and not centered around what the world wants. See? Real talk. But I'm gonna get one more that I seen. Um, this Matthew 10, verse 14 says, "Whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet." See? Hey, man, shake the dust off, man. If the Lord wanted to get it, they'll get it another way. But it ain't for you to keep fighting and fighting and fighting and going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with these people that don't want to get it. All right? Some people got to go through the harder route to get to the Lord. And majority of them, the scripture speak about 2/3 shall be cut off and die, ain't gonna get it into the kingdom. See? So, just keep pushing, keep the faith for your sake, for your sakes. All right. And pray that Yahweh Shem Yahushai sticks with you and helps you battle through the rest of this life. With that, we want to give our praise, honor, and glory again to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Give honors again to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopefully elect.